साडे गुरु साहिबान दा एक उद्देश है, अवल अल्लाह नूर उपाया कुदरत के सब बंदे, एक नूर ते सब जग उपजया कौन भली को मंदे। गुरुआं दे इस उपदेश ते चलना अज दे जमाने दे विच औखा जरूर है, पर जेकर दिल वड्डे होण तां भाईचारक सांझां नूं होर गूढ़ियां कीता जा सकदा है।
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
I'm really excited about today's event. It's an amazing opportunity to bring communities together.
This has been a wonderful get-together.
That's a wonderful thing.
Today is a celebration of the leadership of Daljit Singh and the Supreme Sikh community.
I love our Sikh community constantly.
सारी community इकट्ठी है।
ਅਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਕ ਸਾਂਝਾਂ ਦੀ ਤੰਦ ਕੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਟਾਕਾਨੀਨੀ 'ਚ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਹੋਈ।
Hi everyone, you're watching the NZ Today and I'm Avneet Kaur. The team of NZ Today is here today to cover a special event happening at Takanini Gurdwara Sahib in Auckland, where a special Hui event has been organized where people from the Pacific communities and Sikh communities have gathered. We know in the past few years there has been a lot of hatred against migrants, but today the special Hui event is giving a message that we stand as communities together to spread a message of love, unity and peace. We'll be covering the whole event and let you know what all will happen here. Please stay tuned with NZ Today.
इस मीटिंग दे विच दिल मिले, एक दूजे दे नाल जफ्फियां पाईयां, एक दूजे दे सभ्याचार, एक दूजे दे रीति रिवाजां बारे गल्लां होईयां ते भाईचारक सांझ नूं गूढ़ियां करन दे वादे भी होए। शनिवार ਨੂੰ ਅਸਮਾਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਖਿੜੀ ਦੁਪਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਵਿਹੜੇ 'ਚ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ। ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਪਹਿਰਾਵਾ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਚਿਹਰਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਕੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਮੁਸਕਾਨ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀ। ਟੁਗੈਦਰ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਸਟਰੈਂਥ, ਲਾਈਫ ਇਜ਼ ਲਵ ਐਂਡ ਪੀਸ। ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸਿਰਫ ਮੰਚ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖੇ, ਸਗੋਂ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਦਿਲ 'ਚ ਵਸੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ।
We have with us Labour candidate from Papakura who will be speaking to us about today's event, and also given that the hate and online hate that has been going on against the migrants, what would be your party stand for that? But first we'll start with today's event and how special it is for you.
Yeah, Sat Sri Akal. Today is a celebration of the leadership of Daljit Singh and the Supreme Sikh community, and it's wonderful to be here today to be welcome into the temple. Yeah.
We know in the past there has been a lot of hate going on against the migrants. Being the Labour Party candidate now, how do the party see it and what would be the party's stand on this?
Yeah, I spoke today about love. So Aroha Ofa is love, and the Treaty of Waitangi is that we all came here on a visa as a migrant. So I'm Tonga, but I'm also a migrant here to Aotearoa.
Yeah.
So we are respectful of everyone's faith, their languages and cultures. So personally, I don't read those information on social media. I block them, so I don't really. So my suggestion to everyone is to block any negative comments.
That's all we have here, but to promote unity, love and peace.
Yes. Aroha is the Maori word for love, and Ofa is the Tongan, and that's how we show our respect, is through love and not exactly tolerance, but to call it out when it happens. But for me here as a candidate for Labour in Papakura, we are welcoming to understand. We have a lot to learn, and this is the beginning of coming to the Sikh community to understand about the faith, about faith and how we can all celebrate it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਰਥਨਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਈ। ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਹਿਤ ਮਰਿਆਦਾ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਉਸ ਪਲ ਅਜਿਹਾ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਦੋ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਪਰੰਪਰਾਵਾਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਸੁਨੇਹੇ ਦੇ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਹੋਣ। ਇਨਸਾਨੀਅਤ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਹਰ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਤੇ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰਕ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਿਲਸਿਲੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ। ਕਿੰਡੀ ਚਾਈਲਡ ਚੁਆਇਸ ਦੇ ਨੰਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਰਥਨਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਸੂਮੀਅਤ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਲੁਕਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਉਹੀ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਣਾਵਾਂਗੇ।
ਇੱਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਹੈਪੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਪੀ ਸੱਚ। ਜਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਗੱਤਕੇ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਿਰਾਸਤ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਸਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਖੂਬ ਆਨੰਦ ਵੀ ਮਾਣਿਆ। ਇਸੇ ਸਾਲ ਰੇਸ ਯੂਨਿਟੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਅਵਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰੀ ਜੇਤੂ ਅਮਨਜੋਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਸਨਮਾਨਿਤ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਅਮਨਜੋਤ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਣ ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਸਾਂਝ, ਆਪਸੀ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
We have with us Amanjot Singh, who just won the Race Unity Speech Championship, who just not made his community, his family, even everyone across New Zealand proud with the speech which he has given against the, you can say, discrimination, hatred that has been going on, and how he given the message of being united and collective and promote peace. We'll speak directly to him about the title that he recently won, and today's event, as he has joined here in Takanini Gurdwara Sahib in Auckland. He has travelled from Hastings to here today. We'll have a special interaction with him today.
Hey
so,
there.
Hi. So, firstly, let us know about the title that you have won. What was all it about? How you had gone through the preparation behind the scenes, and then winning the title. How was that feeling?
Yeah, so it's called the Race Unity Speech Awards. They've been going on for over 26 years, and there's a regional section, then there's a national section, and I was the national champion. But more than just winning a competition or winning an award, I think it's about spreading that message, and you know, the dialogue that comes after it is so much more important than the award itself. And it's a real honour to be able to win it, but yeah, it's also about spreading that dialogue and having those conversations on racism and prejudice around New Zealand. So yeah,
I have this very special question. I do feel the speech you have given us, it was so touching. I think it has touched every heart who has listened, especially the migrant community. Was there any special incident related to you? Have you gone through any such incident that made it even more, thorough and even more coming out directly touching? Was there any incident you had gone through in your journey in New Zealand?
yeah, there's a lot of incidents, whether it be verbal or physical racism, and I think you can hear that in the speech too, where we talk about where people touching your turban and disrespectful curiosity, and that's just about growing up and people not understanding the importance of your turban and like putting their hand on it, or just in turn a lot of verbal racism that we face as Sikhs or as minorities or people of colour around New Zealand.
Yeah, given that New Zealand is a diverse nation, we all know people from across the communities live here. So how do you see New Zealand? And given that in the recent episodes we have seen there has been so much hatred, both online and offline, how do you see that and what do you have to say on that?
I think it's a really sad reality of what's going on right now, but I think a lot of it comes from stereotyping and people misunderstanding and not understanding the truth about cultures. You know, Sikhs have been categorized as like terrorists or people trying to take over the country, but a lot of that you have to have empathy and compassion for those people that lack that understanding of what the truth about our culture is. So I think it's about making aware to these people, who we are, what we represent. Even people today at the Pacific Hui probably don't understand why Sikhs wear turbans, even though we're here for interaction. So it's things like that, when you don't teach them from a very young age, people can very easily mold their minds into stereotypes and misjudgments.
That's all about the Race Unity speech you want. Just wanted to ask a few personal questions. How do you see Amanjot Singh growing up as a young leader now?
I think I've never really thought about being a young leader. I've just been myself, spread my thoughts and my opinions, and through doing that, I think I've been successful in touching some people, and I'm really happy in that. I don't really look at like in the future that I want to be some sort of leader, but we just continue on where life takes us, and we'll see where it goes.
You have been receiving a lot of love and support across New Zealand and even beyond, seeing that a Sikh face, a boy from migrant community has stood up and won such a great title. That feeling, and what was your family's response, and otherwise you have got the response. What is the feeling about that?
I think my family is really proud, and it's so beautiful seeing them, and it's so beautiful seeing the people that the speeches touched. Even this morning I had someone that came up to me and told me how they were going to cut their child's turban, but then listening to the speech they thought, no, we don't need to assimilate fully and let go of our cultural identity. So that's so beautiful to see, and that's the reason I write speeches and spread my thoughts.
Today we are at Takanini Gurdwara. Hui is going on with the Pacific community. Given that your speech was related to something promoting peace, harmony among communities those has been living in New Zealand, how do you see this event, and for the future generations who are coming and for future, how such events are important?
I think such events are really important, but it's more than just having an event. I think if some sort of dialogue or questions or some sort of like planning or structure towards plans isn't going through, then Hui's are really cool, but you have to get something from them, and whether that's understanding or something like physical.
So one last message for the young generation who is looking up to Amanjot Singh.
You don't have to look up to me. Be yourself, be true to yourself, stand on a set of values you believe in and you trust, and just fall in love with yourself and others and spread love.
ਸਮਾਗਮ 'ਚ ਰਾਜਨੀਤਿਕ ਤੇ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਕ ਆਗੂ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਏ। ਸੁਪਰੀਮ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਦਲਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ 'ਚ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਅਸਲ ਤਾਕਤ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਵਿਭਿੰਨਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਦੋਸਤੀ, ਸਮਝ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਝ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਮਜ਼ਬੂਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ।
Those team actually who made this possible, because we creating this group together from last 2 months to working out that to calling all the Pacific leaders to come here, and especially thanks all the political parties, Labour's, National Act Party, they all are here today on our request. It's very pleasure to have you here today. And those all came here. It's actually the protocol of the Sikh Gurdwara to giving gift to our guests. So we will give gift to each of you came here, and especially thanks to all the management committees who organized this everything possible. So once again, thank you very much for especially my friends Ann Kando, who is a Maori Council's member, also the chairperson of the Marae in Papakura. So we working very closely. This Gurdwara, while we doing the food parcel, we done about 684,000 food parcels during the COVID, and now 7 days we doing between 50 to 80 every day. But majority of our 99% of our recipients are from the wider community, and it's very pleased that while we helping each other, no one actually can say that there is no word we can say that we giving to someone. No, it's the Gurdwara. It's all we are working together, and we giving to our own communities, and that's why you all are here today. And it's really pleased. Once again, thank you everybody that you came here today and made this possible. So Asiata gonna to acknowledge those Pacific leadership are here today to acknowledge with their names, and then we will have some trophies and gifts to our guests. Then we actually have one photo together with the whole group in the front of the Gurdwara. And my special friend Frank Haumana is always here. When actually I put the poster on my Facebook, he's the first one to call me. You want me to help you in any way, so just let me know, brother. So thank you, my friend, to come here today.
We have with us ethnic spokesperson from the Labour Party who will speak to us, telling us about today's Hui event at Takanini Gurdwara. We'll speak to her. What do you have to say about today's event?
Sat Sri Akal, Talafalava Malualele. This has been a wonderful get-together between Sikh society, all of our Sikh community, and leaders from the Pacific community, church leaders, quite a number of us politicians, and because of everything that's happening, particularly here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, it is important that we get together, that we get to know each other better, because when we respect each other and when we understand each other better, things that happen via social media shouldn't actually affect us and our communities as much as it does.
We have with us councillor from Papakura and Manureva, Daniel Newman. We'll speak to him to see how do he see today's event and what are his thoughts about it.
Well, Sat Sri Akal, thank you very much for the opportunity. Look, it's a wonderful event because it brings together important parts of my community to come together and to relate and to get to know each other really well. And that's a wonderful thing. I'm pleased to be involved in the organisation of it.
One thing do you have to say about the Sikh community and these events they organize time to time?
Hard-working, industrious, good people, generous, kind. They give so much to the community. I'm so grateful to have such a large Sikh community in my constituency.
We have with us Member of Parliament from the ACT Party, Dr. Paramjeet Parmar with us, who will share her thoughts on what she feels about today's event.
I think it's an amazing opportunity to bring communities together. And of course, you know, our Pacific Island community and Sikh community, we have been raised differently in different traditions, different families. But at our hearts, we are very similar because our aspirations are exactly the same if you look at them. So I think it's a really good way to bring the communities together and to create these kind of connections which are going to be genuine and long-term connections.
We have with us Member of Parliament from the National Party, Reema Nakle. We'll speak to her. How do you see about today's event and how do you see we promote unity together?
Yeah, look, I'm really excited about today's event. It's been in my diary for a little while. It's a very important event, and like the first one we had of this kind between our beautiful Maori community, well, now it's with our Pacifica community. And what I love about our Supreme Sikh Society here, and under the leadership of Daljit and his team, what I love is that essentially what we're saying is that we have a lot of things in common, our different ethnic backgrounds, but and we can come together and show that there is unity here in New Zealand. It's unfortunate that there's been some really negative and awful remarks being said lately, but no, for the most part, there's understanding, there's community fellowship, there's unity, and this is just another display of it. And I love our Sikh community constantly feeding everyone, being generous, not only with food and with areas of need, but also with their kind hearts as well.
New Zealand is a diverse community. We have people from every background, every culture. How do you see and how important these events are for future events?
Yeah, of course. And you know what, the beauty about New Zealand, and we've got a lot of community leaders from across the ethnic divide, right? And there's so many events that are taking place with the support of for example, the Ministry of Ethnic Communities that just showcase our beautiful differences, but also give opportunities to other members of other ethnic communities to experience the culture as well. So we're a great country here. And as you know, for us in the National Party, it's all about fixing the basics and building the future for our children. And this is great. I support events like this.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਐਨਜ਼ੈਡ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਅਵਨੀਤ ਕੌਰ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ ਟਾਕਾਨੇਨੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਹੋਈ ਦਾ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਡਿਪਟੀ ਲੀਡਰ ਲੇਬਰ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਤੋਂ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਛਾਂਗੇ ਹਾਊ ਡੂ ਸ਼ੀ ਫੀਲ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਟੁਡੇਜ਼ ਇਵੈਂਟ। ਲੈਟ ਅਸ ਨੋ ਵਾਟ ਆਰ ਯੋਰ ਫੀਲਿੰਗਸ ਫॉर द ਟੁਡੇਜ਼ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਐਂਡ ਹਾਊ ਡੂ ਯੂ see it?
I'm really excited about today's event. This is a wonderful opportunity to bring together our Sikh community and our Pacific community. Of course, we have a very strong candidate here in Takanini, and he is a member here, Karag Singh, and so we feel like we're coming to his home and coming alongside many of our Pacific family today.
How do you see this community events, the Hui, that brings together people, and how do you think, how should we promote this even more better?
It's really important because there are so many attempts at the moment globally and even domestically to divide communities, and so we need to look for opportunities that bring communities together. The Supreme Sikh Society have set this amazing event up and we're very grateful to them.
ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਨੇ ਲੇਬਰ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਟਾਕਾਨੇਨੀ ਤੋਂ ਖੜਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ। ਹਾਊ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਸੀ ਟੁਡੇਜ਼ ਇਵੈਂਟ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਦ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਸਰਬ ਸਾਂਝੀਵਾਲਤਾ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੌਰੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਐਤਕੀ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕਾ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਇਲੈਕਟਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਨੇ। ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਵੀ ਕਰਦਾ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਡਿਪਟੀ ਲੀਡਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਟਾਕਾਨੇਨੀ ਤੋਂ। ਇੰਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਸਾਰੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਫੋਟੋਆਂ ਖਿਚਾਉਣ ਦਾ। ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦਾ ਦਿਨ ਅੱਜ। ਲੈਟਸ ਗੋ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਦ ਡੇ।
ਦਿਨ ਭਰ ਚੱਲੇ ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਲੋਕ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ, ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਪਰੰਪਰਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਹੋਣ, ਪਰ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ, ਸੇਵਾ, ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਤੇ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਵਰਗੀਆਂ ਕਦਰਾਂ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਡੋਰ 'ਚ ਪਰੋ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਸ਼ਾਮ ਢਲ ਗਈ, ਲੋਕ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਅਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੋਕ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਗੋਂ ਸਮਝਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਨੇ। ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਇਹੀ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤੀ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਵਰਗੇ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਮੁਲਕ ਦੀ ਮਜ਼ਬੂਤ ਨੀਂਹ ਬਣੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ।
So very respected Pacific community and our Sikh leaders from the Supreme Sikh Society who are sitting here in the spiritually enriched premises of Gurdwara Kalgita Sahib Takani. You are all welcome here. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. As a historiographer, I used to deliver my lectures in my mother language Punjabi. So there may be a mispronunciation in my language and my grammatic frame during my words which I share with you. But as a historiographer, I want to share some historical incidents about history which are related to Pacific community and Sikh during the First and Second World Wars. Especially the guest from the PNG. Actually, the very rare historical incident from which we are very unaware from that incident. Actually, during the Second World War, when the Allied forces, US and Britannia, when they surrendered in Malaysia, and the captured soldiers from the Punjab, which are serving in the British forces after the fell down their Sikh empire, they captured and they sent to PNG by the Japanese. And 4 names we got in history, and the 2 Sikh soldiers, Baghel Singh and Dalip Singh. When the Allied forces reached in PNG, the soldiers want to approach the Allied forces for survival because they are captured by the Japanese. And when they approached the Allied forces, they were killed by their own forces, Dalip Singh and Baghel Singh, due to misidentification by the Allied forces, and they thought that they are Japanese soldiers, so they both are killed in PNG. After that, the 2 Sikh soldiers, they are from the 2nd Cavalry Regiment of Punjab. Then they contacted the Allied forces and a Muslim soldier, Muhammad Ali. He also played a very good role during this period. And there was a major problem of language barriers. Then the Allied forces called their interpreters from the Britannia, and then the soldier sent back to their native country. So after that, in 1944, the many Sikhs migrate to PNG. Although we have very microscopic community in that region, so due to that, we are unable to establishment a Sikh center or any Sikh religious place. And in Fiji, anyone from Fiji? Anyone here from Fiji? Okay. Okay. During the Second World War, the Sikh temple in Suva, the capital of Fiji, due to their very concrete construction, the Sikh temple used by Allied forces had a command and control center. And during that period, the Sikh temple played a very big role in Second World War for the humanitarian causes, to shelter the people in Gurdwara premises. And also, there is a well in Gurdwara Sahib. And during that time, that was the only source of water, drinking water in that area. Until now, the huge area of the capital of Fiji is taking drinking water from that well, which is in the premises of their Sikh center. And it's a very proud moment that till today, the classes in the Khalsa College of Fiji, they are started daily from Sikh prayer. In New Zealand, the first Sikh landed in 1890, and right now we have a very big share in this population, more than 99,000. So this is some pieces and evidence of history that how the Pacific society related to Sikh community and how the Sikhs served in First and Second World War with Allied forces.
So this was all the coverage today from the special Hui event that held in Takanini Gurdwara Sahib here, where people from Pacific communities and Punjabi communities, Sikh community gathered and shared the message of love and peace. This was all about today's event. Stay tuned with the NZ Today.